2d10.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I got a 1! Wait, no 1s, no 2s, right?
No, that's Admiral.
Oh, fuck. Marty?
I gave you maxi points for 10 hit dice.
Yeah,
Can't complain too much.
you're already way ahead.
Ooh, I got a 6.
There should
Alright.
have been a cudgel.
10!
There should have been a cudgel inside of Thagloasa's hoard.
Guess we'll go and check again. With...
It was the cudgel that we used to use, but lost when Thagloasa killed those upon the boat. I do not know where it is. These things are very old and have a way of moving around.
Right. It might be at her... might still be back at her hoard. Where her hoard was.
It would have... She would have known its importance. You have already gone there. Perhaps somebody else got to it first.
Well, then we have to edit. Do you know? Can we get the drawing of it so we know it when we find it?
I think there is lore about the cudgels that is in the library. You have now the key to get it in. You may look at other things. Look at the lore of things.
Okay.
So that Morfar does not need to be the only one to give you answers.
Sour.
Trenchcoat, how's it going? Flops in through a window. It's raining dead people.
Oh, fucking.
Oh no.
I didn't miss the beating, did I?
The beating.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a beating.
There was a bit of roleplay beating.
There was a,
There was
There
a,
was a stone golem beating.
there was a,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a DC 60 diplomacy check we made.
Yep, against the king.
The mythic High King. You have to say it that way so that you can, our impressiveness is properly
The
categorized.
Mythic High King. Fine. Mythic High King. What's his name? What's his first name?
What?
Mythic.
King.
Yeah, you
Mythic. His first name is Mythic. Last name King.
Alright. Ogmund. Is his name. You
Augie. His name is Augie Senior.
Oh, players. Such respect for NPCs.
Yep.
And the world in general.
NPCs, you mean mobile hit point or mobile XP centers?
distribution units.
Okay, so he gave you access to a library. The library has the research facilities for up to 4th circle spells in every class.
Woo!
Hello.
What are you doing with the club that he's given back to you?
We're gonna take Jotungraner and tap that tooth off.
Okay.
See if it doesn't shrink down.
It takes one swing from Jotungraner.
Which made a bunch of super weapons. So yeah, gook.
To crack the tooth comes rolling out of it, and it kind of rolls right in front of Altagar.
Now stick it in your mouth.
It's like it's a huge tooth.
Just stick it in.
What
Don't
do you
worry,
think
it'll
I
fit.
am? Some
Just-
street whore? Come on.
Just stick it in, it'll go.
Stick it in.
Are you doing this on the like right at the doorsteps?
Right at the doorstep.
Right at the doorsteps of the okay.
Just do it.
Nah.
Morfar
the
has
size
stopped.
of
He's
this
kind of
thing. It's
looking
not
at-
going to fit in my mouth.
Are you
Grab it
touching
and do
it?
it.
Are you touching the tooth?
Yeah.
It'll go in.
You touch the tooth, you pick it up, and it's starting to shrink in your hands.
Ha
And
ha
it
ha
shrinks down to the size of the tooth that you lost.
Come on, say it. Say
Fine.
it'll fit.
I'll see if it'll fit. Oh, hang on. Lemmy, can you make this clean? It was on the ground.
Yeah, no problem. Spits on it. And prestidigitate. There you go. All right, you're good.
Fine.
As he's putting
Puts
it
it
in,
in
you
his
can see that the roots of the teeth are kind of like little tiny roots, and they're moving around as if they're trying to find a place to go into.
Oh God, it's crawling. I can feel it crawling. Oh,
Okay, like a steel vice, they grab a hold of your jaw, and the tooth pulls itself into place. Immediately, you feel great and strong and hungry.
I eat Lemmy. I'm hungry.
Why are you always fucking my character?
You have gained the following powers, Mark. As the tooth of Grolantir is now fastened fast inside of your mouth. Perhaps not even your death. Perhaps only your death, it could be removed. The molar of Grolantir makes you always hungry.
That's a great power.
You require food as if you were one size category larger. And you never gain benefit from nourishment spells like Good Hope, or sorry, Goodberry, Hero's Feast, Create Food and Water.
He has to eat actual food.
You gain a bite attack
Yeah, okay.
This sounds familiar.
as a secondary attack. And then when you gain a level, you get to make the decision of whether or not you level or you gain the giant template.
Cool.
Oh.
Every level.
No, not every level.
Not that guy.
just this level. As the power of giants. Grolantir, it said, took all the runts of every giant breed before him and bred them together to form the hill giant race. All the rejects, all the lesser giants, and formed the hill giant race from the bloodlines of the other races, from the rejects and leftovers.
Kind of rude, but
You are the product of a union between in ancient times, stone giants and fire giants. And then you've mixed with dwarven blood and the slag giants became a race. You are a walking mixture of giant blood and other things.
saying a lot.
Perhaps this is why Grolantir's tooth took to you.
Ukher would slap Galath's mama for a +8 freaking racial bonus to strength.
Ukher has a hammer that makes him huge.
Yep.
Giant.
Galath's mama just...
Slap me whatever you want. It's not gonna get through my heart, this bitch.
Let Altagar get his mythic rank 2.
Yep, go for it, do it, man.
You now know the source of your power, and that battling giants and trying to restore the order is perhaps something that Annam hinted at. Prove yourself.
Okay.
Prove that you can restore some sense of balance amongst giant kind. And Annam...
Hurry up and do it before I exterminate your whole race.
Maybe it's Annam, maybe it's your bloodline, but you sort of know. You also know that Grolantir now hates you because you stole part of his power, and you actually mocked the god before an important statue of him, and he knows what you look like.
I don't even know this asshole.
He went to his house and started shouting at him through the window.
And you may want to have strong friends around you when that confrontation comes.
Hey guys, slap Grolantir's mama in the face.
People who don't like giants.
And yes, Ukher, you've got your battle buddy now. 2 strong guys in the front with the knight swooping in.
So
Guys, hold him down while I lance him.
I have to
Yeah,
choose.
nerd.
Okay, so every level I get to choose between
No,
the
no, no.
level or this level.
Just one.
Just your next
once.
level. You could choose a giant template or going up in a level. Giant
You can
template is
choose
worth 1 level.
All the ability scores in the world, or another hit dice. That's your choice right now. All the ability scores in the world, a hit dice.
This has only ever happened in one other campaign where there was a
Yeah, giant man.
your werebear half
Crusher.
turned large. Basically, this template turns you large.
It's pretty awesome. I
Yeah,
recommend it.
Yeah, okay, I will
Think
take
of the reach that you get, and then
Yes,
enlarge
yeah,
person.
with
the
noodles?
antithesis, I'll do it now. Then.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, Altagar's training is complete. He falls over, holding on to his tooth, yelling out in giant.
Told you it fits.
As he as he grows beside you, kicking and screaming. His armor's, or he doesn't wear armor, right?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There you
That's
go.
it. That's
This
it.
is how it always goes.
That's it. Oh shit! His penis is still small.
And Morfar smiling underneath his black lipstick, just grins at what has transpired. Lokrik doesn't. He's not sure he likes what he's seeing. He hides it, or tries to hide it, but
Come on, he's supposed to bring giants to heal.
Altagar, you finally the pain stops, but you feel this horrible hunger as you now need to be fed like a huge creature.
Large creature?
Huge.
One size category larger. Also, your half giant template does still allow you to gain the benefits of like
Increased size. You have
Increased
now
size?
huge weapons. He's going to need a new sword.
yeah, your equipment didn't expand. Like some of your magic rings and bracers and stuff
Yeah.
like that kept, but your weapons are all useless in your hands.
Okay.
Unless they were large. No, you turn large. They're just not as big as they possibly can be.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. Morfar likes what he sees and disappears into the palace.
There you go. There you go. There's a good boy. Up you go. Come on.
I don't quite understand what happened. He put the tooth in his mouth and grew?
His
Oberon's
magic,
casting detect
giant
magic to try to see. There's no spell running.
It's artifact.
It's the power of the gods.
This is what I am now.
Ooh. So, I think there's still a wheel of cheese and a hunk of ham.
Feed me.
There we go.
I think a large creature requires 2 rations per every one, and then a huge one might require, I think,
4.
So you basically think of every meal you're eating 4 meals.
So you're eating twice as much as Ukher does. Because Ukher basically eats like a large creature.
Oh yeah, and then your mythic rank 2, you can have fun playing with that while everyone else levels up. So let's go. Let's try to go through downtime as quickly as possible because I want to get to some other to basically what happens during some of the downtimes.
Okay.
You guys now have access to a much larger city, which is good. Oberon is going to craft a single item for each of you. That will take him 2 months to complete, but it looks like some of you are up to things that will take you 2 months to go and complete. Training. You guys are training in the capital city. Are you spending like all of your time here? Okay.
Yeah.
10 days of training goes by, and each of you needs to spend 1,100 gold pieces on the training. So I'm going to subtract that now from Lokrik and from Oberon. Actually, I'm going to do theirs off screen while you guys are doing yours. The next thing, I'm just going to keep this going. Oberon is going to craft his own items and items for his followers. Lokrik spends time at a forge, putting more magic on his axe.
Okay.
And I'll just say up to here. And he will put more magic on his shield.
Sorry, Murray.
Yeah, so basically this is how he spends his 2 months. He puts money. He puts magic on his axe. He puts magic on his shield. He upgrades. He builds Ukher's armor and Skolvi's armor for them, and then researching the lexicon of giant lore. He's going to do near the end.
Okay.
Do I still get my 11th level feat?
Yes, you are character level 11. You don't gain any hit dice, but your
Yeah,
your
but
ability
I get the
scores
feat,
go up.
right?
Yeah. And I think your natural armor also goes up with giant type, but I might have to look that up.
I hope so.
Giant template, Pathfinder.
I think you get 2 AC or 4 AC, something like that.
You turn from medium to large. Yeah, +8 strength, -2 dex, +4 con, and +2 natural armor.
So
Okay.
AC doesn't change. Like -2, like -2 +2.
Yep.
Your touch AC drops.
Yeah.
Okay. Lokrik, yeah, we'll consider you're the armor done.
Okay.
And he's got some news that he eventually wants to share with you guys about the lexicon, but he's going to save it as a surprise.
About what? You kind of buzzed out for me.
The lexicon of giant kind. There's something that he's
Okay.
going to save as a surprise. Lemmy, you've trained. You've retrained your feat. You found someone with spell penetration, no problem. It's a common feat. Subtract 500 gold pieces for that. And then you need to research Life Bubble. Life Bubble is a 4th level spell. So go ahead and make your DC 18 spellcraft check as you're researching the spell.
Okay. I auto make it. Unless I roll a 1.
You
But
can't roll a
it's
1
a
on
skill
a check.
check. So I make it. Loof bubble.
Okay. So you add
Yeah,
Life
good
Bubble.
spell.
And then we'll get to
Yep.
what the stones are in a minute. The building of the stones for Ukher. I think Oberon. You guys have like made requests of Oberon for crazy number of magic items, and he likes the fact that you guys are also spending a lot of time doing researching.
We're learning spells and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
We're all hanging out and not killing each other or killing other things. Or our murder count's real low this month.
Right. He enjoys spending time with you guys in wholesome pursuits, like building weapons. Oh no. Okay.
Us.
Researching murder spells. Yes.
Galath, can you describe to me basically how it is that you go after finding a holy mount?
Basically, I'm going to start questioning the Fifth of Amoria about what celestial beings might be willing to serve as a mount for a paladin on a permanent or long-term indefinite basis,
Okay.
and then how to contact them and bring them here.
There are spellcasting services available in the city. Plus, you do have access to Amoria, and then whatever knowledge that the Kiaran could provide. I think for the cost of that spell, and some time, we'll say one day per level that you're currently at. They can help you summon basically a really powerful mount, kind of like something that has served paladins before.
Okay. I need to do that before I actually train for my level, so
Okay.
otherwise I won't get the full benefit.
Let me just see what spellcasting as a service would cost you.
Spellcasting service.
What spell does he need?
He needs a planar ally spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
Oh, Lemmy can help you out. Okay, so when they finally come to a decision of the name, you research a bunch of names, you try out a few, and they just didn't work. Eventually, you come upon the name of a horse that is part Sleipnir,
Cool.
and under cohort workbench, Tordephalon is the name of the horse. It is an 8-legged mythic celestial heavy warhorse.
Yes.
Ah!
Upon using the the token that you got from the Norns bathed in their pool, that's really what allowed you to summon this particular massive mount.
Okay.
They call it a Hestivate, or Lesser Sleipnir. It's a legendary breed of horse descended from Sleipnir and powerful war horses. The Voslandic tongue, it roughly translates to Horse of 8 due to its 8 legs. And they're most often found on Yggdrasil or Ysgard, but many of them have spread throughout the plains. This particular one, of course, is celestial, so it came from Elysium, the a very good plane where
Sweet.
this magnificent creature was summoned by allies of Galath using the knowledge of the Fifth of the Moria to serve Galath as his new mount. And yeah, you can probably reuse some of Tensender's gear. However, some of it may not fit.
Might need to have the armor refit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is during downtime, there is like a private ceremony where you found a temple of to Heimdall, and they assisted you, given that they know you who you are because you're heroes, but they also know that you're friends with the old man Heimdall and priest up in Runeshod. And they help you summon a holy mount. Lemmy-O provides the spell, which he can do while he's retraining his feet. And then you go about training, as well as... Yeah.
Cool.
So you finish your training, and then you wanted to research Angelic Aspect.
Yeah. Third level paladin spell. I have the lesser version of it.
Okay, I think these spells were okay. This is a third level version. Okay, give me a spellcraft check. The DC is 16.
Okay. 24, I'm good.
Okay, you learn that one. Then there's another one called Healing Curse and Breaking.
That's just me running around healing whoever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's at least... can you just add to the notes in the mythic thing, roll a d4 for each day, and that's how many people you heal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll just a d6. You break 3 curses.
Cool. 3 curses. And then 10 days of this, so I'll roll 10d4.
You're just giving up free healing.
Yeah.
Other temples must hate you, but they do so quietly.
21. Other temples hate him.
Well, yeah, that's like 2,000 gold pieces. They didn't end up in tithes. And then Greater Aura of Courage. What is this?
It's a spell that makes your Aura of Courage make your friends immune to fear rather than just have a +4 when you cast a spell.
Oh, it's a paladin spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems decent. Normally, immune to fear is like a hero's feast.
No, a hero's feast is a bonus. Immune to fear is heroism greater. Is the only other way to do it.
Of course, it only works within my 10-foot aura, but...
All right, it's not on people when they run around. They got to be close.
No, they got to be right next to me.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. This one's okay. Yeah, make your DC 14 spellcraft check to.
Sure. .24, did it again.
Okay, and then
apparently
Ukher,
my rolls for research are great. My rolls for hitting are not.
Ukher, you did some research. Your Monstrous Physique 2, is that what?
Monstrous Physique 2 is the first one.
Yep.
DC and that's a 4th circle.
18.
Yeah. Make it.
Okay.
How much does that cost? It should be the same as Lemmy's 4th circle.
Research. Spell research. 4th level costs 1,600.
I'm gonna be a broke ass bitch by the end of this
plus
downtime.
160 to write the spell because you're a writer.
Okay.
Lemmy's only
Broke ass
1,600.
bitch.
You've subtracted all your costs, right, Lemmy?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, as we go through, as we tick through time, I'm spending the cash.
And then you were looking at a level 3 spell?
Yeah. I sent you the link.
Yeah, let me.
I can't remember the name of it. It was a cool one. Anchored Step. Roots grow out of your feet to give you a bonus to a whole bunch of combat maneuvers. A CMD bonus, which just drips Ukher all over the place. And Lemmy. It's Ukher and Lemmy had a baby, and it did this.
What are we doing? Oh, the stone thing?
Oh no, it's the stone thing.
Oh, it slows you down so that you can't be knocked down. Okay, that's fine. If you...
It's just it's a flavor thing. It's not.
Yep. Anchored Step, sure. DC 16.
Make it. Could you grab me the cost now that you're looking at the page?
900 to research and then 90 to write it in.
Okay, minus 990. Okay.
All right. We'll say, and then Lemmy, you were spending time building a stone for Ukher. We'll get to that in a moment. You were shopping for gloves, percentile.
Gloves of the... this is 4,000, so I added a day. I think it's a day 1,000.
You wanted gloves of arrow snaring, not gloves of healing? Okay.
No, arrow gloves of... Yeah.
You were building homes in Dvergholme, and then you were using plant growth and plant bringer to bless the crops around. Okay, that's what that meant. Want to mark down that you spent 10 days, is it? 11 days doing plant growth, plant bringer? This should be under the mythic sheet where I'm kind of adding up some of the things you're doing.
Okay, so under party... Is it party?
Yep. No, under journals and lore, there should be the place where I'm keeping track of your mythic trials.
Got it.
There's a green thumb or there's one thing where I'm keeping track of where you're bringing food and blessing.
Yeah.
So basically, Lemmy during harvest time blesses crops, and the harvest yields are much larger, and he repetitively does this in and around the capital city without charging anyone for such spellcasting, and people love you guys for it.
Actually, the plant bringer makes it grow 4 times as fast.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Major surpluses. Now, there are 5 days where Lemmy and Ukher do a curious thing. They wander out into the hills. They wander out of sight, and Lemmy begins to cast Wall of Stone. And they already asked me about this, so this is me just describing to make it go quicker. He begins to repetitively cast Wall of Stone into a bigger and bigger and bigger stone. Because he can take a mythic point, and recover all of his spells, he can cast, like... What is it?
77.
77 of them in a 5-day period?
No, 77 a day.
Oh, 77 walls of stone a day. So he creates this massive... And is it just like a big flat rock?
It is a 50 foot by 50 foot by 50 foot by 5 foot thick flat platform.
Okay. Now, do you want this conjured kind of at the edge of the city where you're going to have the festival, or do you want this?
This is going to be the location for the festival.
Okay, so you're kind of you're having the festival on the island, and you kind of walked out of town and found these rough rocky hills
this area
to do this in. Okay, you're not ruining anyone's farmland, but there are some people that are coming out and they're just watching what the heroes are doing, and like, oh, they're making a rock. Oh, it's a big stage, and they think it's a stage.
It is a stage.
Lokrik pulls aside the party. I've found something, he says. I managed to cast a spell. It was taxing, but we should all hear what this is. This lexicon isn't just lore about giants. It also has a power. Once per week, when all the pages are locked together, this book can be called upon to give the power of giants to all that are near. So what he's describing is a 17th level caster mass bull strength once per week.
Cool.
Very
Okay.
It's good.
And even more, there is hidden in its pages, if you know how to read it properly, a special ceremony called the Ceremony of Strength. While we must burn certain incenses, worth 5,000 gold pieces, it targets up to 8 creatures, and those involved in the ceremony will gain power.
How long does this... Go ahead.
It is power that will be with the person for the rest of their life, and it cannot be taken away.
Let me produce his.
Mighty
Let me actually cast bull strength mass, and then he produces a 5,000 piece gold a diamond piece. You mean something like this?
So, the special ceremony costs 5,000 gold pieces, targets up to 8 creatures. Those involved in the ceremony gain a +2 inherent bonus to strength. The ceremony takes 24 hours to complete. And you can do this once per year. Now,
Yes, do it.
you can't benefit from it twice, but you can, over the years, make everyone around you strong.
Nice.
That's very cool.
All right.
I need to reset my VC. I've got something weird going on with my audio. It might be the same thing that was from
Check
before.
the IP address.
Shut up. Shut up! This is not the time!
So you mean a diamond, like a diamond like this?
Incense, not diamonds.
Incense. I'm
But
sure you
yes,
can find that here.
something worth that much. So who are the 8 creatures you'd want to take a day to...
Please and thank you.
Oh, you're already big,
Um,
Mark. You don't need it.
I'll take it. Thank you.
All right, so I imagine Ukher,
Ukher doesn't want
Altagar.
it. Ukher doesn't want
Ukher doesn't want it. We decided while Adam's away, he doesn't want strength.
it. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, he didn't say anything, so I guess he didn't want it.
He must be okay.
He must be good with not wanting strength. I don't know. He's too busy at the rock, thinking about the rock. Yeah, who are the 8 guys?
Clearly, my mountain eye.
Well, clearly Galath, right?
Galath, Bount,
uh,
Ukher, Locrick.
Locrick, sure, if you want to include the king.
Fucking keep forgetting your name is. Mark, what's your character's name?
Altagar.
Altagar.
So we
I
just
keep thinking
established while you
Argon.
were gone, Adam, that Ukher doesn't want the strength bonus.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
You didn't say
Strength.
shit, so I assume you just made
We're
that shit
going to
up.
hunt party members one by one off the mountain.
Good thing I can fly.
This book was supposed to be part of Grenseldic's dowry.
Yeah.
Inherent bonuses happen only through like very powerful magic items or like casting wish twice. Like this book can make people do this once per year.
Yeah.
Technically, you could recast it and then combine it with a wish spell to get a higher inherent bonus. Like there may be some way of Twinkie kind of getting access to higher strength later on. But
So we're gonna need a bigger performance, Brock. Has it been used this year?
no.
Okay.
So the party's asking like, who are the 8 going to be, and like.
Ukher's just sitting there. You see Ukher there sitting politely cross-legged, holding up his hand.
Well, it seems obvious that we should make the strongest men in our party even stronger.
Question. My question is, this is really cool. That's my question.
This is my question.
What
It's
is
not
what is
actually a
what
question.
does
I
cold
just-
weather have to do with anything? Says Luke.
I heard the kids saying it. It is nifty or neato. Loki would like this, but not in a way where Loki's being used as like bad guy. I don't know.
Well, so Ukher, Galath, Lokrik, Altagar are an easy four to pick, like the warriors who actually use strength in battle. You know, that makes sense to.
Sure.
I'm kind of leaning towards all the primaries because the whole shadows are bad. Like, and then we can start. Well,
you mean like Oberon and
I mean Oberon and Lemmy.
Lemmy?
And
Yeah.
if this thing is still relevant to us in a year, then
And then we're looking at which of the
Okay, so that's
cohorts.
That's 6.
Yeah, so and 2 cohorts. Or do we take animal companions?
Yeah, you've got
Or do they
Galath's
need?
horse, right?
Well, Galath's horse, can it read? Does it need to read?
No, it just needs
No,
to
just
That's an
speed in the area.
suck in the fumes.
Okay.
so it's not.
Sucking
It's
the
not,
fumes.
it's a dum dum, but it's not like animal dum.
Okay.
One more.
Uh,
Who gets in there?
I kind of would want to bring Skolvy, but that's
Leave your pets at home.
Says the paladin with the horse.
It's not a pet. It's a tool of the trade. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, we all have a follower. Like I have the Danekinder, but I don't use them, so I don't.
I'd like to start using Skolvy, but she's brand new, so I could see it not being first round. She's also like has a 30 strength already, so it's not like she's.
Danekinder will take it next time.
Naru.
Danekinder's running with a Naru could use it. Danekinder's running with 27.
What about what's short stuff? Petalwing or whatever her name is.
She's not really interested.
Paternia? Okay.
Strength
yeah,
bonus on fairies.
Naru.
I'm just imagining the shadow swarm that we're going to be butt sexed with it.
Don't bring the fucking fairies.
Yeah, go get your wolf.
Yeah, Skolvy.
That's fine.
Skolvy.
That's fine.
Skolvy.
Do you want to
This
just
is how we
teleport?
make her happy.
Ukher, do you just want to teleport, pick her up, and bring her back? 'Cause
Yeah.
Shit is a lot faster.
Well, she's that way. Yeah, he's pointing north.
With the cave, Groth's cave.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I don't think I made a token for Skolvy. Maybe we'll do that now. I had a token for Skolvy when she was a puppy.
So
She's a little
we
puppy
don't have
Skolvy.
that shit yet. Okay, so we haven't done that yet. Okay. Cool.
Perhaps I hear word that there's going to be a celebration of strength or some competition.
Yeah. Lemmy has been. It's going to be over by the.
Don't
the
fucking
big,
remind me.
big platform.
all I'm dreaming about is stones.
I've been leaving. I've got the invitations ready, and there's like in the corner. There's a bunch of like 10,000-pound blocks of stones that say like challenge of strength. Come and make your fortune and meet other acumen and like that away.
Okay, so you've basically are spending money and time and effort trying to recruit people to.
The way you weed out the chumps is you put the block in their doorway so they can't get out of their house.
he wants to put invitations by like the guild halls of like warriors, like those sorts of places, like in the market area, and then
It's
by
all
any of
that you
the
can put it, like, scattered across the world.
any of the gods that had to have strength domain or strength related attributes.
In the city
So,
of like 20,000-30,000 people, yeah, you'll have some people show up, I think.
Yeah, and then eventually I want like them to start getting that song gate humming. It's gonna be an annual thing. Come on, boys. He's got the day of the year. He has the day. He doesn't have the year. on this thing.
I found a cooler picture for the half Sleipnir that I put on the.
Oh, there was already one on there. You say you want a different picture?
It looks less derpy.
Marty, did I
You don't
get
like the tongue? Is the tongue driving you nuts?
I think it looks awesome. Look at the muscles on that thing.
He's going to lick you.
It is big, just like this. Yeah,
Where is it? Where is it?
All right.
Warhorse.
Where is it? I don't see it.
There's Skolvi, and then you want me to make a...
Yes,
No. Here's Skolvi.
Oh, she's large?
Yeah. Well, and wolf companions get large at like level 4 or something. So.
Yeah, she is the mythic wolf that you picked up from Grol's
It's definitely not going to end the
Don't
war.
worry about that. Don't worry about that. No, it's fine.
Don't question.
You
How
know
are we
what? If
good
we start following questionable plot lines, a lot of them did just go sort of like under Ukher's butt while he's sitting, and they just kind of end there.
Teleportation and travel just got seriously problematic.
Yes.
Yep.
So, Skolvi.
That's actually a
is
pretty good
Altagar.
one. Let me create a token for that. That's not too bad.
And Ukher and Skolvi have matching armor now.
Cute.
Toward Cephalon.
Dark leaf studded leather.
Fine, you get your picture instead.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys undergo a celebration, or sorry, you go and use Lemmy to pick up Skolvi. Basically, when you go to Grolf's cave, Skolvi is surrounded by dozens of direwolves and many, many packs of wolves, and you can hear them all around, like a congregation of wolf packs. A great pack, perhaps, is being formed somewhere in the north.
Don't worry, Lemmy, it's fine.
Ukher, this is really bad for.
Don't worry, Lemmy, it'll be okay.
Ukher, I'm telling you, it's gonna cause problems. You have to think about how you're gonna deal with this. They're destroying the.
Ukher starts yelling in wolf. Okay, you guys, don't cause problems.
The wolf howls that come back. They're just drowning out any other sound. And Skolvi comes clicking into view.
Oh, there's the girl.
She just sits down and looks at Ukher.
You ready to go on the venture?
She clips towards you. She kind of does a circle around you and then kind of comes up underneath your hand, kind of like she wanted to be pet, or your hand kind of on her. Like,
there we go. We are going to read a book. It's going to be a good book.
okay, she yawns, but is willing to come with you. She's very calm. She's super calm. Like you haven't seen Skolvi get mad. You saw her got even. She's nipped your little dog a few times.
Yep. Little dog's real little now compared.
Fun fact, a group of wolves is called a pack. Yeah, but what is a pack of packs?
Is it called a super pack and then it starts to donate to campaigns? What?
A group of tigers is called an ambush. Nice.
If that's real, that's awesome.
An ambush.
Well, normally tigers don't hunt in groups, so if
there's so many
into it, you're kind of fucked.
The gods hate you.
A group of raptors is called a clever girl.
Clever girl.
Okay, so you're teleporting Skolvi back to civilized lands. They find out that it's Ukher's dog, and they leave Skolvi alone, although people seem to be frightened of wolves in this culture.
Well, maybe they should be. Maybe they should be.
However, they look upon the horse that the paladin is now riding as if it was one of the gods' horses. They are very impressed by your party.
There was a spotlight shining on my character. There's now like 3 of them.
Right. And then you've got Altagar the giant that people are waving to and pointing at when he's walking through the streets. Yeah, you're definitely leaving your mark and impression upon these folks.
And then there's little Lemmy. Yeah, just
Do you
fucking
really
that
want
guy.
to be the large spellcaster, though? Do you really want to be the...
Well, the thing is, you're not just little Lemmy. You're a
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You're a 30-foot tall tree that happens to be
Okay.
a little guy. That's your impression.
These small humans and humanoids prepare from the lexicon of giant kind and perform the ceremony which makes their might strong, stealing the power of giants, stealing Grenseldik's dowry, stealing what should be in the hoard of Volstis, the Storm King.
Stealing being used all the time.
I believe we
Conquered.
appropriated it through
Use whatever
legal
words you
channels.
will. I'm sure that when you strip away the niceties, the word theft will be on the minds of many. And now there is proof in the guise of +2 inherent bonuses to strengths to the characters that took part in the ceremony.
Fuck you,
Congratulations, Mark. That's a +10 strength boost this level for you.
In one game.
In one game, yes.
Pretty badass.
Game
So,
me.
what is the
It's an inherent bonus.
right? So who all benefit from this? All the player characters and then
All the
Galath,
player
Lokrik,
characters and
Lemmy, Tordephalon, Oberon, Ukher, Altagar, and Skolvi.
cool.
I'm just going to mark it at Lokrik's just sort of level up and +2 inherent strength. I'm not going to do that on stream.
Ukher, you're so strong. Oh boy.
Okay, and Oberon, in his current form, he actually achieves it. Oh yeah, and Mark, you also got your mythic rank because you found out your source and you interacted with giants and all
right,
that stuff, all that stuff too.
Thank you.
Basically, I'm going to have you guys start at 2 mythic ranks lower than
That's actually a +12 now to my strength.
Yeah, because of the mythic.
Because second mythic rank
Pretty
is
big.
Altagar is the big strong.
did he eclipse Ukher?
I'm at 36
he's-
now.
No, you're
Well,
right.
left. Oh yeah, no. It depends on what's running, right?
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
he's got he's got a belt.
yeah.
Walk around strength. Yeah, he's blowing Ukher out of the doors. I've blown Ukher's doors off. Ready to kick in some teeth? I don't think so.
Right. So, yeah, there's a constant versus the spiking. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
How does Ukher feel about this?
About what?
About there being another strong guy in the party? Basically,
It's how you don't train by yourself. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, okay.
So if everybody you push just falls down, then there's no way you can get better at pushing.
Okay, so there are some training exercises between Ukher and Altagar that draws the crowds. Can you describe what so you leave all these rocks and invitations about the ceremony of strength? People from all around are coming. Are you spending money at this problem?
I am throwing. Yes, I want to put $5,000 towards the tourney. I'm also offering a armor as as one of the prizes.
Okay.
I might sell it to just use as prize money, but I'm basically offering a +3 chain shirt and $5,000 worth of cash
As a prize. Oh yeah.
yeah.
That will draw a huge crowd if you post this as a prize.
Yeah, there'll be prizes for the top 3 contendants, and then there'll be this Ukher's battle armor +3 chain shirt.
Lokrik also suggests maybe we use the Asgardian +2 axe as also a prize.
That's awesome. Does anybody take offense to that? Because then that will be first place prize axe, second place prize armor, third place prize some cash, rest of the cash for making the event work.
What is the bonus on Tordephalon's armor, John? I'm just kind of flicking
It's
around
a
here.
+1 full plate.
+1? Okay, yeah. Lokrik will take a day to reform it to Tordephalon. He's got mythic crafting, and he's got a +20, I think, before he levels bonus to craft magic arms and armor.
Cool. So
He will be able to do that.
Tordephalon is good to go.
It would have taken longer had the pluses of the armor been higher.
I need a new saddle.
The cost, however, is 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold. Okay, I can pay that. I think I need a new saddle.
Yep.
Huh.
An exotic saddle masterwork is probably around 50 gold, 100 gold maybe.
Yeah. I'll make it fancy. I'll pay 100 gold.
Marty, did I get those gloves?
Yes, you got those gloves. We rolled percentile.
Got
we
it.
got under 75, so you got the gloves. You built the stone for Ukher.
Got it.
You studied the book, Mark. You know the powers of the book, and
Okay.
then Lokrik made that discovery. Lemmy, it's as the Festival of Strength is beginning that it looks like you were going to leave for Stemaglen.
Yeah.
Lokrik's belt is done, Ukher's cloak is done, Lemmy's eyes are done, and Galath's boots are done. So also
It's
subtract
just his foot. Yeah.
subtract the gold for those magic items.
Hey,
There's
look,
also
I am
the
broke.
Yeah, I paid the cost for that.
We're near the end of the time of harvest. You guys have set the city abuzz. First, you show up with the Lenorm corpse and drop it at the feet of the king, and then you do something that makes Altagar large, and you bring all sorts of mystical beasts into the town. You guys are the hot shits right now, right? Of Vosnsaga.
Steamy.
You actually witness a few times people coming and going via the gods, via the Eye of the Gods,
Songgate.
the Songgate.
Yeah.
They have. Remember, I described that on the
Yes.
arch of the city, and then we'll go back to the picture for a visual. On the arch of the city, they have a chain that they drop down, and they winch up the gate that is kept underwater in kind of like an enclosed area underwater, and they raise the gate up so that it's just above the crest of the water. Apparently, there are some people whose jobs it is to watch for the gate opening and balloons to come out, like filled air-filled sheep splatters that carry messages as to who is coming through the gate, so that they can raise the gate up and allow people through.
Mm-hmm.
It actually goes like this: first gate in, they send a balloon and then allow the gate to close. Second gate in, it then opens when they've winched up the when a certain amount of time has passed and they've already winched up the gate. So you actually see several boats, not flying dragon ships, but several boats doing this method, coming and going. Like there's some place where the Vikings, and they look like more, or the Vosguardians, they look like more traders than anything. Like they're doing trade off world.
Okay.
So you witness this from afar, like you guys are actually looking at Buborg in the same way the picture. Like this is probably the way Buborg looks from the embassy, the Great Hall of the King that is in the city, and traders are coming and going. Now I'm sure Ukher's thinking 26,000 pounds.
Yeah, well, it's I
Probably
couldn't
fly away with their gate if it was.
we could take the gate. I'm looking at boats going, it would be really funny if I borrowed one of those, but I would probably be good right now. Just move this
The
over
boats
there.
do have to take down their the pole or the top part of their pole for their mast, but they seem to build these boats small enough that fit through the 20-foot diameter of the gate.
Are so vulnerable when they come through, because they come through and they have like only paddles. They have no way to go quick. There is no go fast.
Who?
The boats.
Yes.
If you went like all fucking piratey on this thing, the boat comes through, sink the boat.
Yep.
I think that's the same defenses they had in ancient London.
Hello, Mei Ling.
That's what you. Something
Mei
along
Ling.
those lines.
The strength ceremony has started. Warriors from all around. Since this is the first one, and there's like, you've already proven that you've got more than enough money that you almost sunk $10,000 on a party when you showed up. That they're sharing the spoils of their first raid with people who are strong, and everyone wants to be the strongest. You have signed up. You have, let's say, you have at least 100 people that have all convinced that they are the strongest. Whether their friends have pushed them into it, or they're the local strongman, or the local thug, or the local raider, or the warriors, and you've almost independently, they realize there are too many of them, and they're starting to have like wrestling matches to see who gets to sign up I'm sure Ukher's not running this in a very terribly organized way.
There's money. Come show me how strong you are.
So there's like literal brawling as a self-organizing tournament has now sprung up in the city.
I'm assuming the Temple of Thor people are probably, maybe they're doing a little bit of oversight, but it's not specifically a Thor thing. It's just
sure. Given the Temple of Strength and everyone wants to be strong, the Temple of Thor is really enjoying a heyday of tithes to Thor, as people they're turning to the gods and other methods to prove that they're the strongest. The tournament, they realize that eventually when they come up with like maybe 20 to 40 really strong guys, will hand over the tournament to you. But the second you put out word, it almost spontaneously started to happen. Like there's chaos and people are like,
yes,
what is the event? And it's you've
the
somehow...
event is show me you're strong. That is the event. The event is demonstrate strength.
There are complaints of things being broken and moved that shouldn't be moved, and people having injuries for lifting stuff that they couldn't, and
hernias all across the land.
but there
Altagar starts patrolling the fairground area to ensure that nobody's stuff gets broken and things don't get out of hand.
Okay, Altagar, what is your charisma?
It is 8. However, I have intimidating prowess, so I said get in line.
Okay. Altagar is the kind of guy where you're like, hey, we've got a giant. The giant's on our side. But when he's in your presence, you're like, you're like, or maybe people are jealous. He inspires from afar. We'll just say, kind of how Ukher does. He inspires from afar. What's Ukher's charisma?
Ukher's charisma is an 8 from the bestial nature, but his diplomacy is +10.
Okay.
Ooh, plus
Hey,
10.
oi! I dropped 11 skill points into diplomacy. You shut your mouth.
That's what I'm like, plus 20.
That's awesome. All right, so these two, Ukher, yeah, you really needed the priesthood. You basically dumped a bunch of money and went, hey, shit's gonna happen. The priests of Thor who converted you to the religion are definitely helping run this chaotic show, and lots of people love it. But there are fist fights, and there may be some darkness to the edges of what should be a celebration of strength. But not so much that the intimidating effect of Altagar couldn't handle. Give me a diplomacy check, Ukher, and an intimidate check, Altagar, just to represent how well things are going over. Ukher with the faithful, and then Altagar, give me an intimidate check into how well you're keeping the peace.
27.
Nice.
I'll spend a thing. 30-something. 32.
32. Okay. So Ukher feels that he's doing right by these people, right by his god, and right by whatever the ulterior motive, if any, of this strength competition. And Altagar is surprisingly making sure that everyone is dealing in an honorable way, and that when fights are done, they're done, and nobody's like resorting to any sort of mischief or he seems
backstabby shenaniganery.
He seems to have been trained in a way that there's a surprising amount of order that comes from Altagar's presence. Lemmy, you've decided while this craziness is going on and the warriors are all reveling in strength, yes, you feel stronger, like you feel more vital after doing that ceremony with the book, and you decide you're going to go and spend some time in Stemma Glen.
Yep.
Okay. Where do you teleport to? I'm assuming you're doing a teleport kind of dance?
Yes, I'm actually teleporting a little bit. You know where we fought the giants? Yep. Yeah, I'm going to teleport to there. Then I'm going to go and check out the entrance to Yig.
Okay. So, Lemmy teleports from Vosnsaga to where you fought the stone giants. This is way over here in Yggdrasil. Give me a percentile. Okay, you arrive. And then how do you fly to the how do you fly to the entrance of Yig?
I'm a tiny bird. I'm invisible.
Okay.
Like
so you're
diminutive,
flying like a bird.
diminutive bird invisible.
Immediately you begin to realize that the river level is low. Very low.
Okay.